everyone, it's Mike here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I've been looking around at my office come art room at what a mess it is. It's just piled high. I'm busy doing lots of different projects at the moment, and so I've got piles and piles of paper, bits and bobs everywhere, and loads of scraps. So what I thought I'd do is I would gather together, just kind of all pull together a big pile of stuff that's just not really out for any reason whatsoever, and see if I can make an art journal page with it. So I'll turn over to my overhead camera and show you what I've collected. So this is kind of the pile of stuff that I found just stuck and tucked under things and behind things and just laying there. There's a London Underground map, a vintage London Underground map. There's a little map of the UK. I've got some stencils which I haven't put away yet. So I've got chicken wire reversed. There's my particle stencil. And then I think this is the affirmation stencil from Dina Wakeley. So there's that. Those three. I've got some bits and pieces of ephemera. So this is probably from one of the Tim Holt kits, but I'm not sure which one because it's orphaned. It's not with all the other stuff, so I don't know which one it's from. I've got some of those chips, the word chips, documented in etc. I've got a cutout. It's not a paper doll, this one. This is from a photograph that I've had in my stash for ages, that I've obviously printed out and cut out for a reason, but never actually used. So he's going to get used today. I've got two rolls of washi tape that were hiding behind my keyboard for some strange reason. I don't know why I had those out in the first place. I've got three circles, or three different size circles, punched out of one of the motherboards that I did a while ago. I did some motherboards, I scanned them, and I printed a couple off. Don't know what I punched those out for, no idea. I have a piece of old ephemera from 1931, Gosport Goods, Southern Railway it says. So this is obviously a railway chit, 22nd of October 1931. Real piece of ephemera from somewhere. I've got a cut-in from, that's probably what it was saved for, but I'm actually going to use it for this bit here, I think. Pack of the Tim Holt Ideology remnant rubs. This is the words, which I've already used some of these, never put them away. I've got two pieces of book text from a book that I'd obviously gutted, and they were just sat there on my desktop. Today's date from a dictionary. Now I've deliberately pulled this out because I thought today I would actually include the date, which is quite fun. Piece of music paper. I've got a sheet of a 6x6 sheet from whatever, I have no idea what collection this has come from. Judging by the colours and the paper, it probably is from probably Echo Park. Not sure, but I seem to remember having some in Happy Mail once. And a sheet of 8x8 from last year's abandoned Halloween paper stock from Timmy. There's a sheet of words. These are obviously from Tim Holtz, but these look like the gold. Now, I don't know where this has come from because I don't have any more. This is just one orphan sheet that's obviously been sent to me or I've picked up from somewhere, but don't know where from. And then I've got an old sheet, a gazetteer sheet, Index of the World. So this has come from an old atlas, and it's, so look, page 120, 119 and 120. So it starts from cap and ends at core. So somewhere in there there'll be Colorado or something like that. There we go, Colorado just there. And at the beginning, Cape of Good Hope. And the last entry is Corowa, New South Wales, Australia. So it covers quite a big distance. Kind of like these old papers. I like the colours. I like the fact that everything's in columns. so you can either cut across or cut down or tear, whatever. So there you go. That's everything that I've kind of collected. There's no kind of sense, rhyme or reason. That's the only piece that I've deliberately gone and got, which is from a dictionary, not a dictionary, a diary that I was given that I kind of started using in January and then gave up on because I used the computer more than I used anything else. So there you go. So I may start tearing out and including in my art journal pages the actual date from that diary. Obviously I can't do one tomorrow because, yeah. So there you go. That's the stuff. So what I thought I would do is I would actually do it in my Dilutions 8x8 art journal. So that's the big one. That was the last page that I did in this. I don't think I've stuck the pages together, no, which I will do just to give it a little bit of added stability. So I will need to just grab a glue stick. So for that I'm going to use Elmer's Extreme. So apparently this is supposed to be a really strong one. That's yet to be seen. Boom. So it's that page there that I need to stick together. Now the only reason I stick these together is just to give my main page a bit more thickness and stability when I'm working on it. And that's pretty much all I do. Stick it down just like that. Okay, and then we can start to build up the page. I'm not even bothered about catching the edges. That should be dry enough. Right, so this is just going to be a stream of consciousness page. I've got really no idea where anything's going to go. But we'll start with the biggest first. So let's start with this. Now then, I kind of like the fact that it says Gazetteer on it there, so I think I'm going to do it. So we'll just tear down. Keep on going until we reach the end about there, and then if we kind of work out there, and then just try and tear it in a straightish line, because it's fairly old and quite thick paper, you can actually get a fairly decent tear off it. So I'll remove that bit, put that in the bin, but keep that bit for another day. Start another pile. Oh. Sorry, my telephone's just fallen off the shelf. It obviously wasn't propped up properly. So I'll just pull that down there just to get rid of that kind of raw edge, or give it a raw edge, and then we'll do the same thing just along the top. Just nip it and then just tear lightly, just gently, not wild or anything, just take it nice and steady and slow. It means you've got more control over where your tear goes. There we go. So we're going to use that. Let's move that phone out of the way. There we go. And I knocked over some glossy accents as well, but let's put that back on the shelf. Okay, so that is going to be the base. So once again, let's just grab that Elmer's glue. I'm not sure whether I'm going to matte medium everything today or whether I'm just going to dry glue everything down. Don't know yet. I might get the matte medium, might need the matte medium, might not need matte medium. There we go. And then let's stick that down onto there. The reason I don't go right up to the edge is because sometimes I like to have that ability to crinkle and pull the corners back again later. Just gives it a bit more, I won't say depth, but just something extra. Right, okay, so next bit, Tim Holtzy paper. Okay, so let's tear that. Now then, Dylan, because that is his name, is going to need something to sit on, but it needs to be in two pieces. So let's work out let's do that, and then let's pull a piece from the other set, or the other top and bottom of the page, and let's see whether we can layer those. Actually, I should be doing it this way, shouldn't I? Because that way I'm going to get that white edge. There we go, because we like the white edge. We do. Right. Did I want to use that bit down there? Decisions. Bum, 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 bum. We can always keep these little bits for later. Alright, so I've got a piece there, and then we can do another piece kind of going across there, and that will give Dylan something to sit on and rest his elbow on there, look. And possibly maybe do that. And then we've got some other bits over here, haven't we? So I could maybe tuck that there. So this is how we start to audition pieces. I also need some vintage photo distressing, because let's just distress stuff as we're going. I think this has already been done, but I'm just going to do it again just to give it a bit more grunge. Perhaps, actually, perhaps, if we sit Dylan on there, could we maybe put that map there, and then maybe took some other stuff in over here. Wrong shape. The wrong shape. That looks okay. Kind of like that. And then I can stick that little old ticket, or whatever it is, maybe just there. Then we've got this one. Do you know what? I've just had a thought. Instead of using that from the diary, grab a pen. Let me write on here. So we've got that. So the only thing we didn't put on there was the year. So let's just make it really small. There we go. So I could then add that maybe in there like that. But Right, I think I'm getting ahead of myself now, so I'm just starting to layer things down without actually sticking anything down at all, am I? So there was also this, wasn't there? Kind of like these corners. Perhaps if I take that corner off there, maybe stick that down over there, and then maybe do another one. I need to do it this way. And I can stick that one down there, just to kind of give it a bit of a strange frame. Yeah, I'm liking that idea. And I probably won't use the rest of that now. He says dropping it into the bin. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Now then, we've also got somewhere, we did say we had some book text, didn't we? But because I've already got text in the background there, I might not use that. But I do kind of like the idea of having maybe a little bit of music in the background. So let's just tear that up into bits as well. What's it? What does it say? To the fate go the shepherd's gay. Very nice. So we'll have that. That was completely at random. So what's the piece of music called? The Peasant's Dance. Oh, there you go. Right, so we've got that. So let's have that piece of, should we tuck that under so that Dylan can sit unobstructed? See, I'm doing it again. I'm getting ahead of myself. No, I think, where's my glue stick? Let's just stick these pieces down. Let's just commit, shall we? Stop faffing, and let's just commit to sticking something down. Because if you don't, you'll never do anything. Just do it. Just do it. It doesn't matter. What does it matter? Not a bit. There we go. So we've got those bits down there. Right, now let's get that underground. Get that glue stick. Yeah, let's put that there. And then, before it sets, I kind of like these pages where I don't actually think about what I'm doing. I just do it, kind of intuitive. It kind of makes them a little bit more, I won't say fun, but more spontaneous. Spontaneous art journals are art journal pages are kind of fun to watch, I think. Okay, sort of straightish, but it doesn't matter if it isn't. It really doesn't matter if it isn't. There we go. You see, we've got his hat just poking into that bit now there. Me likey. So let's get Dylan glued down. So we've got a little bit of a travel theme going on. because we've got the gazetteer, we've got the map, and we've got the London Underground map. The tube, as it's known. Okay, so what about some of these circles? Kind of like the idea of having those circles in there. Now there were 3 of those. That's a bit big. Or is it? Kind of gives it that globy feel, doesn't it? Almost like a different planet. Peel that corner up. Stick that one down. I'm going to swap over. Just tuck that circle underneath. For no other reason than I can. That one's going to stay over the top. There we go. Like that. Like it a lot. Now then, what did I do with those 2 tickets? You see, completely forgot about these bits, didn't I? You didn't tell me. You didn't remind me. You're rubbish. Or did you? And I just didn't hear. Where you sat at home screaming, you forgot the Tim Holtzy stuff. Well, that's okay. Thank you for trying. But sometimes when you do these pages, like, it organically changes as you're putting it down. Now then, shall we let that one go over the edge of the page? Let's re-glue that down. Because I do sometimes like to carry these over, as you've seen on other pages. So let's get some of that music paper. Valdery, Valdera. Now, I've not added any paint or spritzers or anything so far. This is just purely paper. I don't know whether that's the right way up or not. Don't read music, so I couldn't tell you. So we'll do another small piece. Yeah, just because. Ew. Yes. Okay, so now we've got that ticket. Yeah. Glue everywhere. Oh, this is not wet glue. And then this one with the date on. Let's put up there. Okay, washi tape. Let's just introduce a little bit of washi tape now. For no other reason than it's actually there, staring at me going, why haven't you included me? It's saying, am I not good enough for you? Of course you are, washi tape. You're always good enough. Strong stuff, this. There. Tell you what, let's bring some of that over. Start carrying over to that side of the page again. And then I think this might actually be from a Tim Holtz set. Possibly, may even be a Christmas one, with it being Argyle. I don't know. Possibly. It's the red, you see, that makes me think. Okay, so the second piece of washi tape, I found the end. I know I should fold them over, but you know what, when you've got nails, you don't necessarily always need to do that. I always like to kind of team them together when you layer in your washi tape. Alright, I just do. Like that. Just for the purists, there you go. I'm rolling the edge over. Door's rattling today. Got windows open, my door's open downstairs because it's a little bit warm. Okay, so what else have we got? Now I did say I wanted to use that Reinhardt and Winston. Am I going to tear it? So we've got maps and things from the UK, so let's also include something from other places as well. Let's just remove the word Holt, just leave it out Reinhardt and Winston, New York, like that. Let's get some scuzz on the edges, some schmutz. Instead of calling the range Distress, Tim should have called it Schmutz, shouldn't he? The Schmutz range. Okay, let's get that. Should have brought a drink up. All this talking. It's giving me a dry mouth. People out there going, well, just shut up then and get on with it. That looks alright. Right, I'm just going to add some grunge onto the page now. Just go around a few areas. Kind of give it a little bit of a foxed look. It's funny because some washi tape does take distressing really well, some doesn't or don't. Okay, so we've got that. I don't think there's going to be enough room for that today, so I'll put that back with that piece of gazetteer. Right, what about this documented and etc.? Am I going to add those on? I think I am. Doesn't matter that there's a couple of millimeters depth on them. The page will still, well, the book will still close. And I think I'm going to put that out there. And this other small one maybe goes there. Kind of happy with that. Just add some grunge around there. Or should I put that one there? And then that one because it's smaller down there. Dunno. No, I think I like it that way. I think I liked it that way. So, glue. Far too much on the end there. So let's get that stuck. let's say about there. I probably should have used wet glue on this, but let's see whether it works. If they drop off, I can always stick them on again later. And then that etc. can go there. I don't know how long this is going to take to actually grab and hold, but okay. So we haven't used any of the stenciling yet. So I'm going to do a little bit of subtle stenciling. So I'm going to just go over, maybe over here. Just add a little bit. Again, up here. And then maybe just coming down. And maybe a little bit on that side. It doesn't matter whether you can't really read it. It's just giving you that hint that there's something there. Sometimes that's all that it really needs. Okay, so there's getting quite a lot on this page now. So, like I said, there's quite a bit, but still room for a bit more. So let's just take these remnant rubs, and see what we've got left on the sheet. Kind of like the word observations along there, and I also like the word journal. So what I might do, that kind of goes with the documented, is I might just put that word journal there. Now I ain't bothered about getting any of the black off. Well, when I say black, I mean the other words coming off as fragments. And I'm not particularly bothered if this doesn't come off in its entirety. Sometimes it doesn't. I don't know where. There's usually like a, in the UK we call them lolly sticks, a popsicle stick that you get with these. I don't know where it is. There we go. That seems to be coming off okay now. Just about anyway. That's it. I think sometimes I don't think it's the friction, I think it's the heat that's generated from the friction that releases it. Because that L's not coming off at all. Right, let's just go a bit harder. There we go. Alright, so is there anything else that we can actually put on there? Maybe, how about that word original? Or should we just add some of this? Yeah, let's just do some random. Oh, it's ripped it off. Oh, that's not good. You see that? Let's just pull that off straight away. Right, let's get a bit of glue behind there. Do a repair. Not happy about that, but never mind. So we've got that. Maybe just have a little bit up here. tell you what, it's just pulling the top of the paper off, which is a bit weird. Better. So some of it's coming off down there. It's a bit sticky. Perhaps that might be down to the glue stick that I've been using. Perhaps it's my own fault and not. Look at that, look. It's just tearing the paper off, right? I think that basically means then, call that a day on that one. No more of the remnant rubs, because it's just removing the top layer of paper. Which is rubbish. Okay, so finally then, since we've got some text in there, do we add any of this on? Do I want to? Don't really want to. There you go. I think that's going to be it. I think I'm going to call that done. We've got the date on it. I just need to sign it at the bottom. So I'm not going to come back to this one. I think it's just already, there's enough going on this page. So I'm just going to sign it down here at the bottom. We've already got the date on, but I'll put it again anyway. There we go. So, art journal page complete. I hope you enjoyed watching this kind of stream of consciousness art journal page, and I think I've actually done this all in one take, which is a bit of a miracle for me. But there's no drying time, so there's no need to rush anything through. So I hope you've enjoyed that. If you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up, share the video with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel already, you can do so by clicking the button at the end of the video. That's all from me for now. I'll see you all again very, very soon. And it's all dry already. I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. Thank you.